तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। संसार दुख जलदस्य पतितस्य काम क्रोधादिनक्रमकृकवलीकृतस्य दुर्वासनस्य निगृतस्य निराशयस्य चैतन्यचन्द्रमम देहि पदावलम्बम्। चैतन्यचन्द्रमम देहि पदावलम्बम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी नमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीनयपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्तश्च कामादितराङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगावराय ते। हरि बोल। So coming back to श्री भजन रस से भाई श्रीला भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर। Srimad Bhagavatam, which is considered as the essence of all scriptures, the ripened fruit of all the Vedas, Nigam Kalpatarum Galitam Phalam, Shuk Mukhat Amrit Dravya Samitam, Pivad Bhagavad Rasamalayam, Muho Raho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka. Srimad Bhagavatam, full of Gyan Vairagya, full of knowledge and renunciation. Bhagavatam explains Savidya Tanmatir Yaya means knowledge is that by which one's attention is concentrated upon Bhagwan. This person is knowledgeable. What does that mean? He had acquired so much knowledge. But what he did with that knowledge, that's important. Acquiring knowledge and then applying knowledge is not the same thing. Many can acquire knowledge, but how many are implying that knowledge? So knowledge is that by which one's attention is concentrated upon Bhagwan. सही से विद्यार फल जानियो निश्चय कृष्ण पाद पद में यदि चित्त वृत्त रहे. My Guru Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he always used to recite this verse. Guru Maharaj, so much knowledge, he knows so much scriptures, and many other acharyas, Srila Gurudev also. Guru Maharaj can say like every single day he used to recite this verse. Say se vidyar phala janiyo nishchay. When any young ones coming to Srila Guru Maharaj asks, how much you studied? What's your qualification? Just like when he came to Guru Maharaj, he asked me. And devotees told, oh, they have studied so much. Immediately Guru Maharaj smiled and said, Se vidyar phal janyu nishchayi. Krishna pad padma yadi chitta vritti rahi. Janyu nishchayi. Know this for certain. What is the essence of knowledge? What is the fruit of knowledge? Krishna pad padma. Unto the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, chitta vritta rahi. The consciousness, the intelligence get fixed, remain fixed unto the lotus feet of Krishna. That's the only benefit of, that's the only essence of knowledge. Understand? Srila Gurudev used to give example of Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj. From material perspective, illiterate. He can't even read his name. He can't even write his name. But his disciple, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he is scholarly. He knows Bhagavad Gita, he knows Bhagavatam, he knows Chaitanya Charitamrita, he knows all the scriptures very fluently. Scholarly personality. And Babaji Maharaj, he can't even write or read his name. But when any moment Babaji Maharaj, Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, speaking on any words from Bhagavatam, then Srila Prabhupada get totally amazed how he knows so much without reading and writing. How he knows this? Because Babaji Maharaj was showing, applying that knowledge. And applying that knowledge means adopting that knowledge, adapting that knowledge. And that comes in the form of symptoms. If you acquire something, then some symptoms are there. If you acquire knowledge, so what's the best symptoms of knowledge, acquiring knowledge, or to gain knowledge? More and more surrenderness to Krishna. That's the best. Even if I know or if I don't know the definition of pure bhakti, Anya vilashita shunyam Gyan karmadya navritam anukulena Krishna nushilanam bhakti uttama. Definition of uttama bhakti. The definition of pure bhakti. It's good to know the shlok, the verse, as Gurudev always used to insist us. But more important is to understand and apply. Anukulena Krishna nushilanam. Adoption of those things which are favorable to bhakti, to serve Krishna. Krishna Anushilanam. That's the essence of knowledge. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, magistrate, from material perspective, so knowledgeable. From spiritual perspective, he knows all the scriptures. That's why I mentioned earlier, other day, Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami, he ordered Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Once upon a time, Swarup Damodar Goswami, the right hand of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came right in front of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and revealed him that the order of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu wants you to do one service, and that is compile the shlokas of Srimad Bhagavatam according to Sambandha, relationship, Abhideha, practice, and Prayojan, goal. And The book is printed by Srila Gurudev, but it's in Hindi, not in English. If you see those shlokas, it's all shlokas. It's like a verse book. How wonderfully Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has begun with introduction. All like he's giving a lecture, but only shlokas. This book is like a lecture, but only shlokas are there. According to what is Sambandha, what is Abhideha, and what is Prayojan. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who knows so much. But what he did with that knowledge, I'm just giving one simple example. Service to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wanted to go to Vrindavan to do bhajan there. And he already started his travel. But he got this order, this dream, return back. There is so much service there in Sridham Mayapur. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur came back and then he revealed the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He revealed the Gaur Dham, Gauranam, and Gaur Kam. That's the contribution of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You see. So say Vidyarphal Janyo Nishchay, Krishna Pad Padma Yadi Chit Vittarai. Always remember this formula. You can find this verse, Chaitanya Charitamrita or Chaitanya Bhagavat. It's so easy. Say Vidyarphal, the fruit of Vidya, Janyo Nishchay. Nishchay means confirmed. Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Kritya Hai. For performing Krishna Bhakti, everything is accomplished. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in related this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Sa Vidya Tan Matirya. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing, wait. ये शक्ति ते कृष्ण करे उद्भावन विद्या नामे से करे अविद्या खंडन कृष्ण नाम से विद्या वधुर जीवन कृष्ण पाद पद में ये करे स्थिर मन. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Bengali, he wrote this saying, Bhagwan has only one potency. Potency means Shakti, which has two functions. Knowledge means Vidya and ignorance means Avidya. Okay. Bhagwan has one potency called, which has two functions. Vidya and Avidya. Both related to Bhagwan. So, when we say Yogamaya and when we say Mahamaya, whose potencies are those? Krishna potency. Did Krishna claim that? Yes. Where? In Bhagavad Gita. And what he claims in Bhagavad Gita? Claiming that Maya is mine. Devi hi esha gunamai mam Maya durattaya. My Maya. Which Maya? Mahamaya. And Krishna took birth with Yogamaya. Yashoda Maya gave birth to twins. So Krishna and his sister Yogamaya simultaneously took birth. And Mahamaya is also Krishna's Maya. So the same potency with two functions. One is called knowledge, Vidya, and ignorance, Avidya. Yog Maya is knowledge and Mahamaya is ignorance. Understand? Yog Maya is knowledge and Mahamaya is ignorance. Mahamaya is responsible for the creation of the material world. How Mahamaya is responsible? Very philosophical point. If we go into the commentary of the second verse of Chatushloki Bhagavatam, I don't have all the books here otherwise, and it's not easy from Hindi to translate to English. Some very technical terms are mentioned there. Rite artham yat pratet na pratet cha atmani tad vidya atmamaya yatha bhaso yatha tamaha. Chatushloki, second shlok Bhagavatam. So Srila Gurudev, he worked and he published this book called Chatushloki Bhagavatam. The whole complete book is about 4 shlokas of Bhagavatam with commentaries of different acharyas. You see how Jeev Goswami, Vishnu Chakur Thakur, Raghav Chetan, all these commentaries are there. Madhvacharya commentaries there. Sridhar Swami commentaries there. So, but Maya, Mahamaya, is responsible for material creation. How she is doing this? Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. 3 modes of nature. So there is one called Gunamaya and there is other called Jivamaya. With Gunamaya, Mahamaya is creating the material universe. And with the Jiva Maya, she is putting and covering on the Jivas. This is how Mahamaya functions. So she is responsible for material creation. But Maya alone cannot create the material world. When Bhagavan glances over Maya and impregnates her, then the creation happens. So the Purusha is very important. And actually the desire of Purusha is there. Purusha means Bhagavan. His desire and his glance over Maya. Then the creation happens. So the desire has to be there and Bhagavan glance on Mahamaya has to be there. Then creation happens. So actually it is by Bhagavan alone. But Maya is supporting that. And that's why this material creation is done. This is function of Mahamaya. But then there is Jiva Maya. Avrana Atmaka Shakti, one who covers the Jiva. How? Avran and Nikshep. First function of Maya is to cover the Jivas and then creating illusion in them. Just like, for example, a magician, he took a ring, iron ring, and he threw iron ring. And when the ring came back in his hands, it turns to gold. Magician, he's doing magic. So what he's doing? He's creating one illusion there. And that is called magic. Illusion. Iron turned to gold. That's only his magic. It's not just his He's not having supernatural powers that is turning iron into gold. He don't have Chintamani. He don't have touchstone with him. But he's creating that illusion. And we are seeing that small iron as gold. So what he did, he covered the original form of that ring. Maya Devi also functioning like this. Make us forgetful of Krishna, and also not only forgetful of Krishna, but also we started believing that we are this body, we are not this soul. Forgetfulness, and then other illusion is we are this body. This is how Maya functioning. So then it's so difficult to overcome Maya. But Krishna gave one advice there. Mam eva ye prabadante mayam etam tarantite. One who surrender unto me can overcome Maya. Surrender unto Krishna means anukulena Krishna nushilanam. Performance of those activities which are favorable to bhakti and for the pleasure of Krishna. When Krishna is the center, then there is no scope of Maya. As Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Ji, he wrote in his, he published Hindi Patrika. He introduced that Hindi magazine called Bhagavad Darshan. And right on the front page, it is written, Krishna Suresam Maya Andakar, Jaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Adhikar. Krishna Suresam. Krishna is like a fulgent sun. Maya is Andakar. Maya is darkness. So there is no compatibility between darkness and light. Both cannot stay together. Right? Wherever Krishna is, Maya cannot be there. And where Maya is, Krishna cannot be there. It's day and night. It's light and darkness. So if there is Krishna consciousness, if the focus is, intelligence is focused on Krishna, then no scope of Maya. But when there is always engrossed in the activities involved with Maya, then to be believed, it is not Krishna. This is not Krishna consciousness. Understand? That's Vidya. So this is a function of Mahamaya. She covers the living entity's eternal identity and inherent qualities. What is the living entity's eternal identity? Jive Sarupahai Krishner Nityadas. Krishna Tatastha Shakti Bheda Bheda Prakash. The eternal identity is what? Jiva is part and parcel of Krishna. And inherent qualities always inclined towards service of Krishna. But Maya covers the living entity's eternal identity and inherent qualities. Prem is the inherent quality of Jiva. It's present in everyone, but in a dormant state. But who created that dormant state? Maya. Maya. What is that word? Bhakti Gurudevatma. Bhayam Dutya Vineshita Syat Petasya Viparjyo Smritihi. Bhayam Dutya Vineshita. When there is a second absorption, द्वितीय अभिनिषेध भयम द्वितीय अभिनिषेध स्यात् पेतस्य विपर्ज्यो स्मृति. The intelligence, the consciousness get viparjya, can different when there is second absorption. Then what is first absorption? When senses are inclined to serve Krishna, that is first absorption. Viparjya smriti tanmaya atmajetam bhakte kashyam guru devatma. Why this viparjya smriti? Why the intelligence and consciousness is transformed? Because of second absorption. But why second absorption happened? Because of Maya. Bhayam Dutya Vinishita. Srila Bhaktivedanta Vikram Goswami Maharaj Ji, he used to recite this verse very often. Bhayam Dutya Vinishita. Tasya Viparjyo Smritihi. Then Maya, because of Maya. And why Maya? Because we are not allowing Krishna there in that domain, then someone has to enter there. Someone has to enter. If you're not allowing, Krishna wants to enter. If you're not allowing, then Maya will enter. Krishna Suresam Maya Andakar Jaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Adhikar. We can see this, we can observe this in our day-to-day practices. The word Vidya is derived from the verbal root vid. Vid means to know or to understand. In other words, Vidya is that through which one can know service to Shri Krishna. Vidya is the only means. Now here Vidya means, what is the meaning of Vidya? We are discussing knowledge, not only knowledge. Applying knowledge and realization of knowledge. That's Vidya. Jnanam param guhyam mein yad vigyan samanvitam sarasya tanaminam cha. The verse prior to Chaturshloki Bhagavatam. Jnanam param guhyam mein. Krishna is imparting this knowledge to Brahmaji. Okay, what knowledge is? Is Krishna only giving knowledge to Brahmaji? Naraji only giving knowledge to Vedvyasji? Vedvyas speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukdev Goswami in the womb of his mother, just giving Vidya. Shukdev Goswami speaking to Parikshit Maharaj, just Vidya, just knowledge. Sud Goswami speaking to Shaunak Rishis, just knowledge. Kapil Bhagwan speaking to Mother Devhuti, just knowledge. See, all these seminars, what happened, it was not only about knowledge. It was all about Jnanam Param Guhyam Yad Vigyan Samandvitam. Not only knowledge, Vigyan, the science of knowledge. And that's why there was transformation. Two things. Knowledge gives information, but the application of knowledge gives transformation. Information and transformation, two different things. If we only cultivate information, yes, I may write down, I will learn this, but I will not change myself. That there is no use of information. Information is there to transform. Hmm. Oh, I heard in the market, very nice phone, iPhone Pro, information. And I'm just saying, I'm having only iPhone 6, but I got information, yes. And I also got information, yes. On Christmas, there's a concession. Instead of $1,200, you can only pay $800. That's the information. And applying that information means transformation. I want to change my phone. Just very ordinary, simple example. Similarly, all those informative seminars, what happened? Krishna gave knowledge. Jnanam param guhyam me yad vijnana samadhitam. Krishna gave this knowledge to Brahmaji. And then what happened to Brahmaji? Transformation. And immediately getting that knowledge, Brahmaji said, oh, how can I serve you? You see? Was it had been only knowledge, there is no tendency to serve. The moment one gets acquired knowledge, there is a tendency to serve, a propensity to serve. Immediately Brahmaji said, Bhagavatam, the creator Brahmaji said, with folded hands, Prabhu, what is my service? How can I serve you? Naraji gave this knowledge to Vedvyasi. Vedvyas paid obeisances to Naraji, and what he got? Transformation. He wrote so many scriptures, but he didn't write Srimad Bhagavatam, the pastimes, the glorious pastimes of the human-like pastimes of Krishna as Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Madhav. And then transformation. And what was the transformation? Vyasadev ji, he went to in Samadhi and saw the complete pastimes of Krishna. Bhakti Yogena Manasi, Samyag Apratipaya Male, Apashyat Purusham Purnam, Maya Sad Padashrayam. Yaya Samoita Jiva Atma Trigunatmakam. He saw all this. He saw Krishna Param Purusha, Supreme Personality Krishna, and Maya standing behind Krishna. And how jivas are going to Maya. But Yasyava Shunumayanam Krishnam Param Purushe Bhakti Ripatti Pumsam Shok Mo Bhaya Bhaya. By hearing the pastimes of Krishna, Shunutam, by hearing the pastimes, Yasyava Shunumayanam. Hearing about whom? Yasya means Krishna. Which Krishna? Param Purushe, the Param Purusha. What will happen? Bhakti will reflect in the heart. And when Bhakti will reflect in the heart, what will happen? Shok, Moh, Bhaya, Paya. The byproduct of that Bhakti is Shok, lamentation, Bhaya, fear, and illusion. They all go away. First Bhakti will enter, and then all this will go. So in that proportion, Bhakti enters the heart. In that proportion, all this byproducts goes away. So you see, Naraji gave not the information, but the transformation happened to Vedyas. And Naraji in his previous life, the son of a maid. His mother was a maid servant. And Naraji got this information 4 months, Chaturmasya. The sadhus came in the village. Naraji heard Harikatha. 4 months was not only information, there was a transformation. When the sadhus were leaving, what happened? Naraji begged for, "Oh Maharaj, your sadhus, you are leaving. I don't know when I'm going to see you again. But please grant me some mantras. Give me some mantras before you leave." And sadhus gave mantra. Transformation. Tendency to serve. What to speak about ghost? One who is in a ghostly existence, ghostly body. Dhundakari. When he was hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, where? In a subtle body, in a bamboo stick with 7 knots. And he was hearing Srimad Bhagavatam but not taking as information. He got transformed. And immediately then what happened? Vaikuntha. He achieved Vaikuntha. So all this, what we hear in Srimad Bhagavatam was not only the communication of knowledge, but with that knowledge, there was transformation. Kapil Bhagwan spoke to Mother Devati. Jad Bharat spoke to Rahugan. He gave so much knowledge. If you read all these chapters, so much knowledge is there. But simultaneously, something is seen is transformation. But then transformation is also depends on stability. How long that transformation gets stable. Maintenance of that stability in that transformation. Is that transformation only for 2 days or 2 years or 20 years? No, keep on changing. Yes, we feel that, Nilamri Didi? Yes. When we hear Hari Katha, only then we get transformation. So don't take Hari Katha as just a seminar of knowledge. Although that knowledge is acting as a weapon to cut the propensities of Maya. But just acquiring knowledge itself is not enough. There has to be some transformation. If it is not happening, something is wrong. Bhakti, Pareshanobhav, Virakti. Once upon a time, years back, it was like year 2005, I used to speak Harikatha in Vrindavan, Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Math. All brahmacharis, English and Hindi together, and some devotees, English speaking devotees were also hearing classes. And we were going in a sequence, like every day, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So when you go in a sequence, it's like you're churning something. And all of a sudden, one Mayavadi, having 3 lines on his forehead, and very dark red, blood red kind of cloths, he came and sat in the class. Because many visitors in Vrindavan, they just go around, they sit in temple, wherever Hari Katha or have darshan. So he just came to have darshan of Radha Vinod Bihari Mahaprabhu. Vrinda Devi there. But he saw Harikatha is going on, so he sat. And somebody told me he's a Mayavadi. Somebody told me in my ears. And he very often he comes for a darshan of Radha Vinod Bihari. But his concept is Mayavad. Everything is one. There's no difference. And we have to merge in Krishna. We have to merge in God. We have this concept. So somebody told me in the years, then my whole course of Katha changed towards refuting his concept to bring him into the concept of Vaishnavism. Duality means Krishna is Supreme Lord and we are the servants of Krishna. This relationship is always there and we have to maintain this forever. The concept of not to be in Krishna, but to be with Krishna. The concept of to be in Krishna means this is Mayavad. But the concept of to be with Krishna is service mode there. In Krishna, there is no service mode. With Krishna, service mode. Oh, my mother is taking care of me. Let me get merged into my mother. Then how are you going to serve your mother? But I want to be with my mother. That means I get all opportunity to serve my mother. She can give me affection. I can give her affection. That's the concept of it, to be in and to be with. So anyway, he was sitting and he heard lecture and I gave so many points and evidence. That information was actually transformation for him. And after class, he came with so many points. Some he accepted, some he didn't accept it. So he started his arguments. I would not say the arguments, but just discussion, polite discussion. So we sat again 1 hour, 1-to-1. Some other brahmacharis also sat there and hearing this. And I told him, I promise you, when you came to Vrindavan, he just recently. And where was you before? He said, I was in Kashi. That's the abode of Mayavad. I said, if you are in Vrindavan and if you are hearing these lectures in Vrindavan, very soon I will see you, Vaishnav. From the concept of Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi means I am that Brahm. I am that Brahm means I got this knowledge and I become Bhagavan. That's not our philosophy. Our philosophy is Daso Asmi. I am your servant. So when we say I am your servant, that means two persons. Because if I say I am your servant means the other person have to be master. And this is what happened. He really got transformed. After some days, we saw him putting Vaishnav tilak. He changed his clothes. And he took his beads in his hand and chanting Hare Krishna, and chanting Radhe Radhe in the streets of Vrindavan. Transformation. From information to transformation. That's important. If it's not happening, the transformation, then something is wrong. What do you mean something wrong? Bhakti, Pareshano Bhav Virakti. Do you know this verse? Know this verse? Anyone? No. Very important. Bhagavatam. Learn this. Bhakti Pareshanova Virakti Anatirti Shachit Ekal. The example is given. I just give you the meaning of this, saying When you are hungry and when you're eating, three things happen simultaneously. Each and every morsel of food going in the mouth, some transformation is happening. What is that? Bhakti parishan. Tushti pushti khud payanu ghasam. Tushti means satisfaction. Pushti means nourishment. And third is simultaneously. What's the third? Subsiding hunger. Understand? Each and every piece of pizza you're eating, satisfaction. And what is getting nourished? And hunger is subsiding. Similarly, this comparison is given with bhakti pareshanobhav virakti. When there is transformation, what will happen? Transformation with knowledge, not transformation without knowledge. Knowledge plays an important role, but the course of knowledge has to be appropriate for transformation, not just for information. It's two different things. I'm hearing lectures, I'm learning, I'm doing so much, not for information, but for transformation. So, bhakti pareshanava virakti. When we are hearing lectures, when we are hearing Hari Katha, three things. What is that? We are performing bhakti. Second is pareshanobhav, realization, and virakti, renunciation. If practices is good, realizations are there, but no renunciation is happening, means that samsar asar hai. The world is temporary, and everything else here in the world is temporary. If this realization is not coming, practices is not good. That means no realization. So three goes parallel. Practices, realization, and renunciation. If renunciation is there, practice is not there, something wrong. Dry renunciation. If practice is there, renunciation is there, but no realization, something wrong. How is possible? If I'm eating something, I mean, keep on eating, 5 pizza, 10 pizza, 15 pizza, still my hunger is there. Oh, you have disease, or maybe some ghost in you. Something is wrong. And I'm eating, but not tasting. Oh, you lost your taste? You lost your smell? COVID. Some virus entered there. Understand? So eating, tushti pushti khud payanu ghasam. Tushti is satisfaction, pushti nourishment, and so this comparison is given with bhakti, realization, and renunciation in one line, aligned. When it is not, then it's not aligned. Then we need some person to get it aligned. So the essence is, says vidyarphal janyo nischay. Okay, 11.2.42. Trideshwari Didi send us this words quotation. 11.2.42 Bhagavatam. से विद्यार फल जानियो निश्चय कृष्ण पाद पद्म यदि चित्त वृत्त रही. Okay. Essence is what? Knowledge with transformation. See the transformation of Naraji speaking Harikatha to Valmiki. Just one session. Valmiki, who used to kill people, rob people. How many people he killed in his life? He don't know. Okay, if you know some murderers, they have some. Oh, I did one murder. Yes, 10 years back. I remember that. Hmm. Okay, I killed 10 people in my life. Hmm. Remember that. And how many you? Well, I did 50. Yeah. Okay. How about you? Oh, I did 200 killings. So when they get together, they appreciate each other. How many you killed? How many you killed? But if you ask Valmiki ji, how many people you killed? I don't remember. Every day was killing throughout my life. There is no numbers. And Naraji spoke one Harikatha, one information, one knowledge. So much transformation. He changed to a great saint. And he wrote the whole Ramayana, the pastime of Lord Ram. See the transformation with just one information. So much transformation. We are having so many information, there's no transformation. Because Amar Durdev, Nahi Name Anurag. This is my Durdeva, this is my bad fortune. I have no Anurag, no attachment to you, O holy name, because of that. So, remembering Srila Guru Maharaj on this day, this verse he used to speak. So we can keep this in one corner in our heart. What is my whole idea about surveys, learning verses, learning scriptures? Am I seeing some transformation in me? If it is happening, even small, I'm doing good. But if there is no transformation, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Whenever we read some book, whenever we hear lecture, we pray to Hari Katha. We pray to the book. Please give me transformation. There are so many people who have information. Professors in Delhi University, if you go there, the head of the department, Sanskrit department, oh, he knows so much. He can speak Sanskrit. He knows Bhagavatam. He knows Bhagavad Gita. But if you hear the meaning of any words of Bhagavad Gita from them, you will say, even a small child, even Taruni Gopi here can defeat him with the meaning. Yes. Because there is transformation in her. And he only have information. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. And there is